Hey all, this is Adam from XHP. This truck was built on a rolling chassis that we sold to a customer. In fact, it's the rolling chassis that's featured in our recent video, Summer of 2025. I pointed out the fact that this customer chose to upgrade to a couple things like our billet control arms, our 3.0 shocks, and our aluminum fuel tank, as well as the skid plates and some other really nice features. This truck came out really nice. The customer's building it for his father who was in the military, so we added some US flags and US Army flags for him and a couple other little neat touches that we put on the vehicle. But what we're going to do is just show you a few things under the hood, see the drivetrain in its completed form, touch on the wiring system that we use in these, the Switch Pro standalone system. We'll go over a couple of the interior features too that we added to the truck. So our standard rolling chassis includes our amazing LBZ hybrid drivetrain. That Duramax engine and our fully built transmission coupled together are capable of, 600 plus horsepower. Really nice package. Of course, it utilizes all the components in our standard Duramax conversion kit, our intercooler piping, our oversized 3-inch intercooler core, our custom aluminum radiator, and that's really what allows this drivetrain to be able to perform. This customer opted to powder coat the intercooler pipes in a really neat looking Bengal red color that came out awesome. You can see our carbon fiber intake snorkel there, looks really amazing on this truck. The black and red color scheme really ties it together pretty slick. Here we have our ECM and TCM that control the engine and transmission. And this was something I wanted to touch on, is our Switch Pro electrical system. This is just such a cool product here. It's a solid state electrical system, controls all the circuits in the vehicle. It can be programmed with your iPhone. It's got Bluetooth connectivity there to make adjustments, and you can turn on lights and operate systems in the vehicle remotely via your iPhone. But the beauty of it is there's no fuses, no relays. It's 100% waterproof and user programmable. You don't have to email them to make changes or anything like that. Really awesome system we've been building for a while. And we also make a complete body harness, which is great for Humvee conversions. Humvees are 24 volt vehicles, and when we convert them to a Duramax, we have to make it a 12 volt. The wire gauge and circuitry in a Humvee is really not set up correctly for 12 volt. So this allows us to drop an entire new body harness onto the vehicle. It plugs and plays with the headlights, tail lights, everything on the truck, including the military style rubber plugs. But it also has the circuits for the lift pump and for the engine and drivetrain system, and allows us to add things like custom light bars and fog lights and things like that. In fact, this system still has a couple of auxiliary circuits available for the customer to add some other features. I'll go ahead and fire it up for you too while it's sitting here. Very smooth, a lot quieter than your military Humvee drivetrain. Really smooth and quiet. This drivetrain is going to produce way more power than this truck ever saw in its life. So that's why our upgraded suspension, brakes, and driveline components really help tie it all together to make a fun driving experience. Not only does it handle well, but great stopping power. The alignment is super precise with our billet upper control arms. It's just a lot of fun to drive. A Humvee is a very Spartan vehicle. Not a lot of creature comforts here, but just wanted to point out, we talked about our Switch Pro electrical system. As you can see here, we have a marine grade waterproof style key, our onboard fuel gauge, and then these are all the circuits in our Switch Pro system. You can turn on blinkers and headlights, and we've got our light bars, we've got horn, and then this is our CTS monitor. Here you'll see some live data on the monitor. This can give us all the parameters we would need to monitor the drivetrain, transmission temp, what gear the tran's in. We can even swipe up and do diagnostics on the engine if we want to, which is pretty cool. Really like those modules. Plugs right into the OBD port, very simple. Makes it easy to monitor stuff. We've got the Humvee 4-speed style shifter, and this will work with our Allison linkage system, which we also provided for this build. We've got our 4-bank cup holder. This has got a little waterproof pistol carrier. He requested that for this vehicle. We also added the dual bank cup holder for the passengers, another dry storage, and then of course a rifle kit. The Switch Pro system is easily programmable via your iPhone. This says nitrous arming switch, which is a bit of a joke. It doesn't have nitrous, although we could add that. This can be used to add other auxiliary electrical devices. We've got a USB charger here, a marine grade iPhone holder / charger. So I love how basic this truck is. It doesn't even have an actual roof. It's more of a sunshade. This truck's meant to be driven on pretty days like this.
a lot of fun with this truck for sure. We're looking forward to getting it back to the customer.
So whether you guys are building an H1 Hummer or you're looking to build yourself a military Humvee like this, definitely check out our website. Look at our rolling chassis option. It really just makes a super nice platform for your build. Get all the best upgrades in one package and it's ready to roll. We obviously carry all of those supporting mods, whether you want to do the work yourself or you want to add some of these features to your existing build. Any information you need, just shoot us an email or hit the contact form on our website. Hit us up, XHP.parts. We look forward to seeing some pictures of your builds.